Hi everyone, I've just come to edit this video and realised that I've forgotten something. There is a section in the middle that is sponsored by BetterHelp, so thank you very much to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. It's really important to me though, and I really hope that it resonates with a lot of you guys when you watch it, so enjoy. And action.
Hello everyone. Now usually you expect a lovely gym vlog, but really we know what you're all here for. The baby. And me. So before you get bored by Jim's monotonous tones of his daily life, I'm going to show you some lovely things that we got sent for the baby today.
What is this? I literally just went, oh, I'm going to get my camera out and start vlogging. And she went, oh, let me start. And I've just been thrown under the bus.
I'm just bringing some bants to the vlog, Jim.
Oh yeah, because they're usually limited on the banter front, aren't they?
Do you know what, if you read your comments, they just love my jokes in the background, and it's a shame because you edit half them out.
Well, that's funny.
But that's because they're inappropriate.
You've never been known as the funny one.
So, this is from Kidswear Collective, which we were sent, and it's a really nice brand, which is second-hand, I think it's luxury, so it's not like Zara, but it's some of it's designer, some of it's like high-end high street, like I think.
Wait, so I know nothing about this. Is this pre-loved stuff?
Yes,
right.
It's pre-loved, so I think people can sell their stuff and also you can buy pre-loved stuff.
Cute.
So this is what we were sent, which is this adorable dress.
That is very, very cute.
This which says A, B, C, D, and also I noticed, so the brand is called Tartine et Chocolat, but their logo, I don't know if that's coming up on the camera, the TC actually looks a little bit like a JC, so it's cute. Kind of, I'm not sure if I'm feeling
Property
that.
of.
Yeah, it will look like you've monogrammed your kid, and let's face it, Jim, you're already being creepy enough.
Why am I being creepy?
You're not, you just love her so much.
It's nice.
She thought it's actually really nice. I think I've talked about this before in my stories. This is fun, isn't it? Me in charge. So
what is happening?
I don't know, I'm having a funny 5 minutes.
Okay.
What was I saying? What is actually nice, I've talked about this before in my stories. Every morning when we wake up, because I always wake up before Jim, I always roll over and we have a little cuddle, like I just nuzzle in. And for like I'd say the last maybe 6 weeks since you can really feel her move, she doesn't move until I hug Jim. Genuinely, I'll lie there, I cannot feel a thing, and then as soon as you get that skin to skin contact, right here she kicks and it's like she's joining in, and in my head it's her there and her hands are going, yeah, me too.
Cute.
It's sweet. Back to business. This lovely one, which I've just clocked, opens at the back, which I think is quite clever for a little nappy change.
Yeah, cute. Did you just smell it like as if there was a baby in there?
Well, yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah, but it won't be hollow when there's a baby.
Do you know what? This is actually interesting. My mum was saying the other day, when it comes to nappies, you're either a sniffer or a poker.
And she was adamant about this point too. And
yeah, she's like, are you a sniffer or a poker?
In fact, right, hang on, let me ask. Parents out there, people who've, come into contact with infants, does anyone poke inside the nappy to see if there's poo in there? I feel like everyone's
My sister-in-law, she's a poker. She's a poker.
I feel like surely everyone's a sniffer.
She's a poker.
Because you get the same result, but without having poo on your finger.
She's a poker.
Okay, fine.
And then, this is my favourite one.
This is adorable.
Look at this. Can you see, like, I don't know, is the texture coming up on the camera? It's like this, I don't really know how you would describe it. It's like boucle. It's like a thick knit, which is quite good really, because I think this is 3 months, so, or no, 1 month.
1 month.
So, it's end of September, October time when she's out, it will be perfect weather for that little lovely one. So,
well, thanks for kicking off the video.
You're welcome.
That was 4 minutes.
You're going to edit me down to about 1.
I will not, I promise.
Just give the people what they want.
This is coming on nicely as well. Oh, sorry to make you jump. Look at our nice tiles. Look at Sarah's lovely feet.
Oh, don't show that.
So I'm a bit jealous that the guys who are doing the front of our house are Spanish, and I don't speak a word of Spanish, but Sarah does, and she spends a lot of her time out there just flirting with them.
That's not even true. I just asked him if he wanted a coffee and told him we're going for breakfast.
No, do you know what? He tried talking to me in Spanish, and I was just like, tonto, which in Spanish means stupid. Anyway, we are getting out of the house today. I think mostly, am I right in saying it's mostly for my sanity, Sarah? How's your sanity?
I mean, I live with you.
Low, I suppose. We're back home. We tried to go out and get some breakfast to a place that we really like, but we always forget to book. Because it's around the corner from us, we just assume we can rock up. But it was really busy, and then it started raining, so we've come back home after all. The reason I wanted to get out of the house, I kind of mentioned that it was for my sanity. I've been going through, I wasn't actually going to mention this, to be honest, I don't know, it just felt like quite a lot to share. But actually, do you know what? I've never shied away from talking about like mental health and therapy and stuff, so I'm actually going to use it as a really good opportunity. I've been really struggling lately. It's all fairly like acute, so I know the cause, and I know it's not like it's not like an underlying thing. It's just basically an accumulation of stress and concern. So essentially, the house is it's a real problem. It's taking much. We moved. Sarah and I made the decision to move here because it's better for our family. What I didn't consider is the fact that obviously it's a pandemic, and in the UK, building materials are really hard to come by right now because a lot of them are made over in Europe, and it's hard to get that stuff across until the whole Brexit thing gets sorted. So everything we're doing to the house is costing more because there's a shortage of materials, but also taking much longer because there's no availability, and all builders seem to be so busy right now. So I wanted to have the house sorted by now, and I feel a lot of pressure that I'm kind of in charge of this. Sarah's pregnant, so I was like, right, I'm going to be the dad. I'm going to provide for us. So it was a joint decision to move, obviously, but I'm acutely aware of the fact that I have brought her to this house, and it's all running on longer than it was supposed to be. And from what I understand, this was a rented property before we bought it. So I think the landlord had just been sort of like stitching over problems. And as we are removing things from the house and sort of resetting, whatever the problem was, we're discovering that they go deeper. So for example, I've got an electrician in to rewire a few things and change a few things, but actually it's a much bigger job than he anticipated because nothing's done the way it should have been in the first place. What Sarah said to me yesterday is that our world at the moment just seems really frantic. I'm kind of a bag of nerves, but that's not the only thing that's stressing me out. I've also got like work stuff on my mind a bit. As you know, I'm a writer as well. Like I write scripts and things. I've got a really cool opportunity to potentially get a script that I've written made on a really big streaming platform, and it's such a cool opportunity, but there are lots of people involved with lots of different opinions, and I value them all so much, but they aren't sort of seeing eye to eye. There's problems with the contract and the negotiation, and because I'm friends with everyone, I'm kind of in the middle of it. And for me, I've just written it. I spent 3 years writing the script and I adore it, and I've got the opportunity to get it made, but I don't know if it's the right thing or the wrong deal, and everyone's kind of pulling at me. I don't know, it just feels like it's not as joyous as I was hoping it would be, because I'm kind of in the middle of a bit of a battle, and all I want to do is write good stuff. I've also had negative comments on Instagram and on YouTube. No more than usual, don't get me wrong. I mean, I get them daily. I get much more positive than I get negative, and that's wonderful. But stuff that wouldn't usually affect me is kicking my ass, to be honest, because I'm already so, I don't know, out of touch with myself that I'll read something and go, oh my god, and it's no different to what I'd normally read, and it would normally bounce straight back off. But I think my thick skin is much thinner. I'm really struggling, to be totally honest. Now, I text my therapist, who I talk to all the time. She's been my therapist for, Christ, it must be 8 or 9 years or something. And she's away, she's on her holiday. So she said, I will absolutely make time for you, but I can't right now because I just don't have the capability to do so. Now, BetterHelp got in touch with me a while ago, and it's been something I've been meaning to talk about for a bit, because actually they provide a really, really good service. And because I've been so busy doing house stuff and doing work stuff, I haven't really been creating loads of content. But it's been on my mind to talk about it. And actually I used it for the first time a couple of days ago when things really got on top of me. And it's really brilliant. So I thought I'd share it with you so, you know, hopefully more people will know that it exists for one thing, and what it is and how it works, because I really think, genuinely, truly think that every single person should have a therapist or a counsellor. Even if you are functioning really well and you're not struggling with everything, it's just good to have someone impartial to offload to, because Sarah's not my therapist, and at the moment I'm saying, I know when I struggle with something, I go over the same thoughts. It's so cyclical, and I go round and round and round and round and round, and poor old Sarah is so patient with me and so loving, but I'm not being a good partner right now because all she wants is cuddled, and all I'm doing is repeating the same issues to her and going, Sarah, this is happening, I don't know what to do. She knows every inch of the problem I'm going through because I keep explaining it to her, but that's not her job. So I am working with them on this video, and it's been something I've been meaning to talk about for a while. They've been really chill with me and sort of said, you know, mention it when you want to, but I kind of thought that now's a really good time because of where my brain's at. Essentially, it's online therapy, right? So when you sign in and you sign up, you go through sort of like a questionnaire, and what they do is they match you to a licensed professional counsellor, therapist, who will best suit your needs. And because it's online as well, if you are struggling with something very specific, because it's global and online, they'll have someone that will match your needs, you know what I mean? And you don't have to travel for miles to have a face-to-face with a counsellor or a therapist who is specialised in whatever you may be struggling with. So once you are set up and logged in, you can then message your therapist whenever you want about kind of anything you want, and they'll get back to you pretty promptly actually. Or you can set up like weekly or monthly or whatever's convenient, phone calls, video calls. I did a video call and actually really helpful for me. But also I always say it's very important to have a therapist that gets you. You know, it's not one size fits all. It's not one piece of advice will work for everybody. So if you don't feel that connection with your person that you're matched to, you can change. So there's no like obligation. You don't feel that you have to be with one specific person. It's very like user friendly, if that kind of makes sense. I guess it's also really important to distinguish as well that this isn't like a crisis line, and it isn't self-help. It's actual counselling or therapy with actual licensed counsellors or therapists, you know what I mean? So it's much more like active than that, which is absolutely what has helped me over the 7, 8, 9 years that I've been seeing someone. And really, it's all about kind of teaching you how to, giving you the tools to resolve problems, as opposed to sort of an immediate quick fix. And immediate quick fixes can be good, don't get me wrong, that's absolutely necessary, and there's a time and place for that. But I think more importantly, once you're past the initial moment and you've kind of brought yourself out of the what for me has been just pure anxiety, once you've brought yourself out of that, it's about giving you the strategies and the mental pathways and the thought processes to use for future reference. BetterHelp are also giving a discount. So if you go to betterhelp.com/Chapman, they're going to give you 10% off your first month. So that's BetterHelp.com/Chapman. I'll put it on screen somewhere. Honestly, I really recommend it. Like I said earlier, I think everybody should have therapy, even if you are cruising through life. So yes, thank you for listening. I know it's kind of been quite a heavy chat, and I wasn't necessarily planning on having it, but I feel good for talking it through with you guys. I do. And I think, in a way, if I didn't have these conversations, it would be to everyone's detriment. I can't be the guy on social media who is happy to talk about therapy and mental health and then shy away from it when I'm going through a moment. And also, Sarah's downstairs at the moment, but she's an absolute angel. Like, honestly, she's so patient with me because I know when I get this way, I get, I'm not fun to be around. I go distant, I go quiet, I don't want to be like even physically touched. I just want to be like left in a corner and I just like to ruminate and stress myself out more. So she's a good egg. Blimey, it's really kicked off at home all of a sudden. Sarah's brother Patrick is here because actually he's buying his first house, and the sofa that we had in this little area was much too big for the space. So we've given it to him because he has in his new place, he's got like a really cool lounge space, and we had a sofa going spare. Just come to collect it, but he's also like, what else can I have? So we've given him an old washing machine, we've given him like a storage cupboard thing. He's kindly helped us move the sofa bed, which lived in the office, down to the living room, so that's what we'll sit on in the meantime, because our new sofa doesn't come until the end of the month. But Patrick's a character, so suddenly the house is even more noisy than it was with the building work going on. There you go, here you go.
Ooh, fun.
This is the first time you've actually held it as well.
Only in the car.
Oh, cute.
Now I'm shy because it's on Oxford Street and everyone's here.
We just went to John Lewis and we got a light for the bedroom. Sarah said, what is it you said? This is like, now I know.
Oh yeah, I said, let's walk and talk, Jim.
Okay.
I said, I always thought as a child, you know, if you get dragged around to things on a weekend with your parents, you end up like on a random weekend in a sofa shop. And I don't know why, but as a kid I always thought my mum and dad were enjoying life, and I thought, is this what adults do? Like, they really enjoy it, like on their weekends. I've been in a radiator shop this week.
2 hours looking at radiators.
I spent 2 hours looking at radiators the other day. We've had an architect round. I mean, actually that was quite fun, to be fair.
I liked that bit, yeah.
I liked that bit. But we've had a lot of things that I'm thinking, being an adult's really boring. And then I said to Jim, how am I going to lie to my child when I'm in said sofa shop, just like I was as a kid, and say like, no, it's really fun, please behave yourself when we're all bored.
But in other news, got a nice light for the bedroom, so, you know, could be worse, right?
There is that, Jim.
We aren't going to buy those radiators because they were extortionate, so you live and learn.
Yeah.
Right?
Am I even filming you?
Yeah, you're good. So now we're going to get a cookie because I think we both need it, right?
Yeah, and it feels like a treat to come into central London. Like, now we kind of live in the burbs. I was like, oh, I should make the most of being in town, but there was nothing really I wanted to do other than get some sugar. Do I wink at this bit out?
No, you don't. Only at the very end.
Okay.
Allow me to introduce you, everybody, to creme cookies. This is a double chocolate, what is it, just double chocolate cookie? Is that what it's called? They are good, they're like thick. You can actually, if you take them home, you can put them in the oven for like 5 more minutes and they go gooey again. Go on. Oh. Oh. We got 3 cookies, 1 each for now, and then 1 to share while the football's on. That's good.
Muy bien.
This little thing, not this little thing, that's Sarah, this little thing is, what's it called? It's called the eye candy...
My chair.
My chair. In fact, you know what? You hold the camera and I shall demonstrate because I put it together.
Yeah, I did not build this.
So,
I'm terrible at anything handy.
This will basically see you through from newborn to toddler time. So, like this little arm here is to put a toy on it, but you can just sort of pull it out that way. Obviously, you can strap your baby in like this. This bit also comes out, so when they get a bit too big for this sort of secondary pad here, you can take the pad out and then it's sort of slightly more roomy. But you can also take this off entirely. In fact, you know what I'll do? I'll do this first. You've got legs on this, right? So you can do that. Take this off entirely, like so.
Ooh, look how nifty you are.
Just put it on the floor like that. It's got like a little rocking motion, or you have feet on it, like this. Stop the rocking. Ooh, hang on. You do that again. There you go, like that. So that'll keep it sturdy. So you can obviously have your baby just on the floor while you're like getting on with stuff. Then here you have like a high seat.
Your brother has this one.
Oh yeah. Oh, he does.
Yeah, do you know how I realised? Because if you hold the camera,
okay.
The other bit that's at the back, I remember going around their house recently and they have it, I think they have it in a mustard colour.
Right.
I remember seeing this bit that attaches on top.
Yeah, so you get a
looking
cushion
like that
here.
and thinking, Oh, John and Rosie have got a very swish high chair. Like, it looked really nice amongst.
You also get a tray here for like food time, and you get these bits here are.
That's my favourite bit.
What, the tray?
No,
the rocking chair.
Because when I was a little girl, I had a tiny little rocking chair.
So what you can actually do is take the lower half of the legs off, where these lines are, and attach the rocking chair bit, so you can have it as a high chair that rocks, or indeed as this little, what's that called?
I think this would be called like a nest.
Or a nest
or
that
pod.
rocks. But that's really cool, isn't it? Because with a few minor adjustments, rather than buying 17 different kinds of chair to keep your kid happy, a few minor adjustments, this will see you through for years. We're now catching up on Love Island because obviously we missed it because we were watching football because we have priorities. I'm going to end this video here. I'm actually really tired, so I'm going to watch this, chill, go to bed. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you very soon, and hopefully you can do the wink in a minute if you want.
I can't.
Oh look, you do want to. She said, I don't want to, but then she's getting up to do it.
No, I wasn't. I was moving to shy away.
Hopefully next time I see you, we'll be ready to decorate. Or thereabouts. And hopefully we'll be super refreshed and ready for new stuff. So thank you very much, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye. I'll do it. Should I bring it to you?
Yeah, I'm too tired to move. I'm too cumbersome.
Nailed it.
Thanks.